So, welcome everybody. Welcome to Hot Song Podcast. This is today, July 10th, 2025, and the theme for this evening is the fourth eye revisited. We talked about the fourth eye last November. So, November 2024, we talked about the fourth eye for the whole month. And it's been a while since I talked about the fourth eye, so I thought I'm going to do a revisit on it because my aim is to go on to talk about the fifth eye, sixth, and the seventh eye. However, the fourth eye is kind of the basic, so I want to revisit this first just to refresh everybody's memory, including mine, of the fourth eye, and then we can proceed from there. So the fourth eye, first thing I want to talk about is where is it? So the fourth eye has two places on the body that it takes in energy. The first place for the physical. So fourth eye has two kind of it has two places in the body it takes in energy. One is for physical things, and that one will be on a right hand. So it's the PC8, which is the middle of the palm of the right hand. And that is for taking in the physical side of the fourth eye energy. And then for the spiritual side, it is in the middle of the forehead, just above the third eye. So third eye is usually around the brow area. So the fourth eye is above the brow. So it's above your eyebrows in the middle of your head. So that's where the fourth eye, the spiritual part of fourth eye. So it takes in spiritual energy from this part of your body. And so that's where it's the fourth eye gets its energy from. So these two places in your body actually activates a few more meridians within your body. So when you activate your fourth eye and you breathe in through these two places on your body, you're actually activating a few of your meridians in your body. So meridians are really energy pathways. When you consistently breathe through these two spots until it pulses, you're actually activating quite a number of meridians within your body so that your body can start to pick up more of the subtle energies that is for the fourth eye. So a little bit about the fourth eye. So we've talked about the real eye, which is also called the soul eye. And then we talked about the wisdom eye as well in a few weeks back. So the real eye is to get information, things that may be called clairvoyance, which is to look at things that's not physically in front of you. So things like being able to pick up karma, things that happened in previous lifetimes, for example. So the real eye can do that. And the wisdom eye is really the analytical part of the real eye. So it gets information from the real eye, and then it breaks it down to analyze what's the best way to proceed. So that's what the real eye do. And then what the fourth eye does is, the fourth eye is able to bring in understanding of the laws of the universe and the laws of nature as well. And so that we are able to see not just what's happening, but also understand what's happening in the So to put it in what's happening in perspective. For example, if you see somebody, suffering, it could be that, they've done something either in earlier in life or maybe in another life. And so it could be that. So the fourth eye would be able to get information for this. Get information so that you can put what you're experiencing, what you're seeing in perspective, being able to understand life as it is in a deeper way. So that's what the fourth eye is for. And then, so how do we work with the fourth eye? Fourth eye is always open, but it needs to be activated in order for it to start to work. So you breathe in. So you say fourth eye activate, and then you breathe in through the right palm and also your middle of the forehead above your eyebrow area. So breathe through those two places in your body until you feel it pulsing. And especially for your hand, when you've been breathing through your right palm for a while, you will be able to actually start to see that there is there's a dot in there. It looks a little red, meaning that it's activated. And if you look at it sideways, you can actually see a beam of light coming out from it. And depending on the color of the beam of light coming out of it, it will tell you whether you are ready to do healing or not. So the best color of the beam coming out is, of course, yellow, golden yellow, or white. That means that your fourth eye is strong enough to do healing. And if you don't see that color of the beam coming out, then it means maybe you may see, something like a green beam coming out or some other color. Then that means that you need to do some inner work first, to do some cleansing, releasing, so that the beam of light coming out is more into the yellow and the golden yellow or white spectrum. Then you are at the point where you can start to use your fourth eye on your right palm to start do healing. So any questions, comments so far? So far, so good. Nothing to...
Yes, no question.
Okay, then let's continue. So I mentioned that the fourth eye allows you to understand the laws of nature. So I just want to talk a little bit about what laws of nature are. So, for example, laws of nature is really things like impermanence. So everything changes, and change is the only constant. So that is law of nature, because every day we change, maybe not drastically, but every day there's a little bit of change. We can notice that. Balance. So meaning that, if you don't balance yourself, then, for example, when you work hard, you also need to rest, give your body rest as well. So that's really balance in terms of balancing your own energy. However, it's not just energy. It's not just physical. It's also emotional as well. we are trained to give, but then you also have to receive as well. So give and receive, that forms a balance. If you only would give, then you run out eventually. So that is a law of nature. It's balance. You give and you receive as well. And then there is the interconnectedness. We think of ourselves as being separate, but everyone is connected. Connection is really a law of nature. Disconnectedness is just the way we think that is incorrectly. However, in nature, everything is connected. Butterfly is connected to a flower. It's connected to the bees, connected to the sun, connected to earth. So everything is connected in nature. If you look at nature, everything is connected. And we all do our part. And we all rely on other species, other people to do their part as well. So we are connected. And then there are also cycles. There are cycles when we should expand. Usually when we're younger, we expand, we learn more. As we get older, we don't learn as much. We start to actually teach as well. So we teach what we have learned earlier. So there's cycles. So that's also the law of nature. So this is what I mean by law of nature. We don't always, as human beings, we don't always remember what the laws of nature are. We think that everything has to stay the same because we don't like change. However, nothing stays the same forever. Everything change. Change is the only constant. And we don't like change. So that's when we disregard that law of nature, then we suffer. And then that is how we learn through life, is that everything changes. And when that's actually helped us to understand that when things change, it's okay. It's just part of life. And change can be good as well. So that's to put things in perspective. That's what the fourth eye can do for us. So other things that the fourth eye is about is that it can actually go to all dimensions. When we use our right palm, it can actually take us to different space, different dimensions. That's the power of the fourth eye. It can help us find things. It can change weather. It can help us find them, help us determine like which medicine is good for us, or what things are good for us. It could be what supplements are good for us, even what people are good for us. And that's all what the fourth eye can do. So these are a couple of things that the fourth eye can do. And when we work with our fourth eye, you would be able to start to do these things. One thing about the fourth eye is, like in terms of using the fourth eye for healing or for changing the weather and something like that, you can do it if you can see it. Meaning that if you can see the sky, then you can change what is happening in the sky. You have that. But if you can't see it, for example, if you're inside a building, then and you try to change the weather outside, then that's part of what the fourth eye is. The fourth eye has to see it to change to make changes to it. So if you want to heal somebody with the fourth eye, then you need to be able to see that person, or at the very least have a picture of that person. So that is part of the limitations or specificity of the fourth eye. This is just a comparison of what the real eye, wisdom eye, and the fourth eye can do. So real eye is really about finding, about seeing what the energy is, what's going on, is getting an impression, getting the information, what the real eye can do. And then the wisdom eye can kind of get a more, it's more analyze what the real eyes have seen. And then the fourth eye is really about putting things in perspective in terms of the laws of nature. That's what the fourth eye is for. So starting from the fourth eye is still mostly about physical body, but it starts to have a spiritual part of it. The spiritual part of it is to be able to see things, put things in perspective in terms of the laws of nature. So when we understand that, okay, something is happening, it's because of laws of nature. We don't like change, but change is the only constant. So that's something that we can start to learn from when we work with the fourth eye. So this is really continuing on about what the real eye, wisdom eye, and the fourth eye can do. So the flow of information is from the real eye. The information comes in, it goes to the wisdom eye to be analyzed, and also to figure out what is the plan of action. And then the fourth eye, the information goes to the physical part of the fourth eye, and then to the spiritual part of the fourth eye. Just want to stop a little bit first before we go on. So any questions or comments so far? So far, so good? Okay. Okay, let's continue. So this is more about, okay, how do we do certain things? Let's say if we want to find the right medication or the right supplements. So that's what I do as well. I would, whenever I need to go pick up some supplements, I would go to the health food store, look at all the variety of supplements, and I would just use my right palm to kind of let the right palm check the supplements and find out, okay, is this what I need right now or not? So that's usually how I would do it.
How do you put it in your right palm? You feel it. You see you see it.
So I would just activate my fourth eye first. So start to breathe
Yes.
in until I can feel there's a pulse in my right palm. And then what I do is I just put my right palm in front of a supplement to see how it feels.
I see.
if it feels so then the question I would ask is this what I need right now? Is this good for me right now? So then I would get an answer, yes, no, or neutral, that kind of things.
I see.
Usually when I feel good, like I feel comfortable and open, that's usually for me that's a yes. But if I feel like, closed up, or if I feel a bit of headache, then it's a no.
Mm.
That's how I pick my supplements. Or okay.
Yeah, it's helpful. I will do that from now on.
Okay. Okay, changing weather. So how do we actually do that? This is one way of doing it. I don't do it like that. I usually would just look at the sky. Like I would activate my palm, so my right palm, and then I would look at the sky and I would just send out messages. Let's say if I'm trying to have the sky to hold off raining for, half an hour until I get home, then I would do that. I would just look at the sky and then I would just um kind of give out that signal. Okay, give me half an hour and I'll be home by half an hour, that kind of stuff. So I don't usually activate 39-inch. However, I put in the 39-inch because 39-inch is kind of putting a protection around your thoughts so that it won't get corrupted. So that is one way of doing it. You can find your own way of doing it, but just know that you have to be able to see or be able to look at the sky if you want to change the weather. And also changing the weather, you can't just say don't rain today. You can say, okay, don't rain in, let's say, if I need to go out tomorrow, then don't rain in downtown or wherever it is that I'm going to tomorrow. You can ask for that, but you can't ask for the whole world don't rain. Okay, so it's about your experience. So just to be more specific.
It's interesting. Just today, I was trying to stop the rain for 20 minutes until I get to my work. But by mistake, I activate fifth eye instead of fourth eye. So I get opposite. Rain stopped to, the rain became, bigger than small.
Okay. Next time, just yeah, try it again next time.
Yeah.
I have pretty good results shifting the weather. I usually have pretty good results.
Yeah, I didn't have umbrella, so I decided to ask to postpone this rain, and it started even worse.
Mhm. Okay, so this is how to use the fourth eye for healing. Remember, you have to, if you're healing yourself, then probably does not matter. But if you're trying to heal somebody else, then make sure that the beam that is shooting out of your right palm is white or yellow gold to be the best. So for healing, we are doing cleansing, clearing, and purifying. And for the fourth eye, you have to be able to see the person or a picture of the person. Or if you're healing an animal, then you either see the animal or a picture of the animal. Okay? So you activate the fourth eye, you activate the ninth dimension, you merge fourth eye and ninth dimension. The ninth dimension just gives you more power. Okay, and then you activate the person or the animal or the body part that you want to heal, activate it, and then you do cleansing, clearing, and purifying. And that is for healing. Okay, so let's do a meditation for healing. So do yourself. So find a body part that you want to do some healing on. Just pick a body part.
So
Okay.
I need a digestive system. I don't know exactly where is it. Is it my stomach or colon? Can I say digestive system?
I would say pick a body part because digestion is a few things.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna pick stomach.
Stomach. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let me just